Hi, my name is Felix, and I'm here to present my newsflash discovery on turning trash into graphene. I found my article on Science Daily. I thought this sounded interesting because I know very little about graphene, and anything that can turn uh, trash into something else could have enormous effects on the planet. Before I read this article, I thought that graphene was in pencil lead. Although I was technically right about this, graphene is stacked in pencil lead to make graphite. Graphene in its pure form is not actually found in pencils. I had no idea how expensive graphene was to make. According to this article, the presentation is based on, graphene starts at around $67,000 per ton. What makes it so expensive? Well, I found out that the reason it's so expensive is because it's relatively difficult to produce. The current procedure requires a reactor to heat up large amounts of substances such as copper up to around 1000 Kelvin and then extract layers of graphene off bit by bit. The new procedure explained in this article can produce the same amount of graphene for a fraction of the price by focusing heat on a target, which results in very little excess heat and therefore is much less expensive. The graphene that is produced is also superior to normal graphene because, unlike normal graphene, which forms straight layers on top of one another and is easy to separate, the new graphene, it's called flash graphene, produces misaligned sheets that stick together when they stack, meaning it's not as flaky. This means that flash graphene is more adhesive than normal graphene and it has more industrial properties. This is what makes this discovery so relevant to the world we live in right now. Humans are using resources and throwing out so much waste that the world can't keep up. The problem is that once things like plastics are used once, they are thrown away and do not break down into reusable substance like things do in normal nature. Humans are turning reusable resources into resources that cannot be reused. Luckily, this flash graphene process can change all of that. Any trash that contains carbon, including plastics, can be turned readily into flash graphene. The environmental repercussions of this are huge because suddenly consumerism changed from being a production line of earth-destroying substances. It becomes a cycle of reuse. The environmental impacts don't stop there. Cement is a heavily polluting process, making cement. Production of cement is responsible for up to 8% of human-made carbon dioxide each year, according to the article that this presentation is based upon. Flash graphene can help this out as well. When graphene is added to concrete, even in as little concentration as low as 0.1%, it can reduce its environmental impact by a whole third. The reason this is not done at the moment is because graphene is simply too expensive. With the new flash graphene procedure, graphene will become way more available. Cement companies can add graphene to their cement and lessen its environmental impact. After reading this article, I'm completely convinced that flash graphene is the way forward for a more sustainable life on the planet we all share. The environmental impacts, such as a way to turn trash into something of value, and reduction of our carbon footprint through concrete production, are too great to ignore. Thank you.